Conor McGregor versus Jake Paul is seemed to be set for the summer of 2025. We have more details and the reason why the supposed Logan Paul versus Conor McGregor fight fell through, as well as the UFC favoring Umar after Merab posted a video on his social media. Video of Devin Haney's wife cheating on him, Paddy Pimblett versus Michael Chandler. This is a packed video, guys. Welcome to JackMMA News. Merab posted on his social media a video of him not being allowed in the UFC PI. This was because Umar Nurmagomedov was inside the UFC PI, and yeah, they didn't want Merab and him to get into a brawl. Here's the video that Merab posted.
I'm here in front of UFC PI, and security don't let me go in because they said Umar Nurmagomedov is inside and they are protecting him. I'm not able to go in UFC PI because I was supposed to get treatments for my injury. I was supposed to sign some cards. I was supposed to eat lunch with my friends. What the heck?
Now, the most interesting thing is the fact that Merab did say he has an injury. Now, this could be a big deal. It could be a minor injury. Obviously, we know this is pretty short notice for Merab, and we've also heard that Umar might be injured because he did say at one point, he said he was not going to be ready for January. But they did not let Merab into the PI, right? Which is just totally unfair. This is supposed to be for fighters. This is supposed to be an unbiased section where fighters can get their work done. It is on the UFC to provide the security if need be. This is a huge disadvantage for Merab if he's not able to get care for his injury when Umar can. Especially because Merab is the champ. Like, this just doesn't make any sense. But I'll probably talk more about this topic in tomorrow's video and do it a little bit longer, showing all the biases the UFC have been showing towards Umar. So go check it out tomorrow. It's also confirmed that Jon Jones is going to finally make his actorial debut, something that I think we've all been waiting for. Yeah, not really, honestly. Jon Jones is set to make his actorial debut as a Navy SEAL in the movie Edo's Crossing. Jon Jones has said this is the first of many movies that he wants to star in, so be ready for more Jon Jones acting. Patricio Pitbull once again voices how he wants out of the PFL/Bellator to join the UFC. This has been a developing story with many PFL and Bellator fighters saying they can't get fights because, let's be honest, they're getting paid too much, and the PFL probably can't afford them. That is just the guess. Obviously, we really don't know. But Pitbull has been trying to get out of his contract with Bellator for a while now, and Pitbull once again tweeted out today saying, "My management team had a call with Pete Murray of the PFL tonight, and despite making clear my desires to leave, even noting my contract is going to be up in May, the PFL won't let me go and intends to hold me there against my will. You say your fighters first, but decide to keep me hostage. You know I want to pursue something else, but want me to fight in April and intend to enforce other clauses of my contract after it's up. How is this best for me? It's really absurd and disappointing that I have to come to X to voice all this. Do the right thing and release me," at Pete Murray, at Don Davis. "I was a Bellator fighter and it no longer exists. The promotion is gone and so should I. I haven't fought since March. They want me to fight in April. Over a year of my life and career that I'll never get back. Why force me to stay? Focus on those that want to fight for PFL and let me move on." Now, obviously, Pitbull has been fighting in MMA for a long time, and honestly, a lot of fans have been wanting him to join the UFC. And at this point, Pitbull is so old that I really do feel bad for him because this guy has been waiting on the sidelines for a year. This is literally like the last years of his career, just all the way down the drain. Not even a choice of his own. So yeah, I do think they should release him, but I totally understand why the PFL would not, seeing that, yeah, they do have him under contract. Now, we have a bombshell news story that just broke out, all right? Devin Haney obviously is coming off of a loss to Ryan Garcia, but right when you think his year couldn't get worse, there's now video that has come out of allegedly Devin Haney's wife cheating on him. Now, we're gonna get into this right now. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with the rapper Young Thug. Now, Young Thug had a whole legal situation, you know, and that could go on a video of its own, but we're here just strictly talk about MMA. And it seems like in this video, she visited Young Thug, and here's some clips of the recording that, yeah, do not make it seem good for Devin Haney.
I don't like anyone. No one's like you. I don't like them. I want you. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean it. I swear. I love you. Everyone knows this. Please call me. Okay?
Yeah.
I love you. Right? Okay.
Now, the girl's name is Lena Saeed, and she posted on Instagram denying the claim, saying, "This video was before I met my baby daddy. I would never talk to Thug or any other man." And at first, I did take her at her word, but this all becomes a little bit more blurry when you realize Devin Haney and this girl reportedly got married in early 2023, and this call was dated July 29, 2022. So you're telling me that they would have had to met literally probably immediately after and then know each other long enough to actually get married? Also worth mentioning that the two are not following each other, but you just have the feel bad for Devin Haney. He's had a shit year, and yeah, like, I feel bad for the guy, honestly, man. Paddy Pimblett versus Michael Chandler seems to be in the works, guys. This is a massive development. This would be a massive fight to be added to the UFC just at some point in time. Paddy Pimblett was talking about a potential opponent and said this.
Sure, you'll see a fight announcement soon enough. I've said yeah, the opponent said yeah. We just need to get stuff signed. So there's no Discord, everyone. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you at the top.
Obviously, I'll see you at the top is Michael Chandler's like catchphrase, what he puts on his Instagram and everything like that. And it would totally make sense. I mean, Michael Chandler is coming off of a loss, and this would be a good matchup for Paddy Pimblett. I'm not saying it's automatically a winnable one because, look, Paddy does get hit a lot, and that is worrying with the power of Michael Chandler. But it wouldn't be the craziest idea in the world. I mean, I would really love for it to headline that UFC London card, but apparently, you know, Leon Edwards is supposed to. Guys, though, Jake Paul, Conor McGregor, I know you guys wanted to hear about this. We're finally getting to it. What are the new details? Well, like I said, we reported last time, Logan Paul and Conor McGregor was rumored to be in the works for a fight in India. Obviously, the Albani family wanted to put on a fight. They're a very wealthy family in India. They wanted to make a mega event similar to the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight we talked about already. The original choice was Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor. That was the original thought. When they approached Jake Paul and MVP, they said, hey, listen, we can't do this because the UFC is not involved. We're not trying to get sued. So then eventually they moved on and said, okay, what's the next best thing? Logan, right? Apparently they went to Logan, and things kind of took a standstill from there. We didn't really hear any other details. We even heard that the UFC and WWE were not even involved in this. But per Salvatore Rodriguez, a reporter for ESPN, he has reported that per sources, Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor is on the table for July, August, or September of 2025, which would totally make sense. That's a good range, you know, having a big summer blockbuster fight around that time. But we talked about this. Logan Paul versus Conor McGregor has nowhere near the drawing capability as Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor just because of the bad blood between Jake and Conor. Jake putting out that video years ago talking shit about Conor McGregor. Like, I think that would be one of the biggest fights that we've seen in a while, guys. Like, I think it's going to get really nasty, really ugly in the build-up. And years ago, we would have laughed at this idea, but it has become a lot more of an even matchup with Conor McGregor being inactive, with Jake Paul's size advantage. And as I just said, the Albani family, they wanted Jake Paul first. And if the UFC actually is agreeing to this, and this is something they're considering, that means Jake Paul could potentially be back on the table because that was the blockage, the fact that the UFC was not involved in this. So if the UFC agreed, does that mean we get to see Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor? Conor McGregor also tweeted out when these rumors went viral, just tweeting out TKO, which is of course the parent company of the UFC and WWE. So maybe the Logan Paul and Conor McGregor fight will happen after all. I don't know. I think Logan Paul versus Conor McGregor is a lot easier. UFC does not like Jake Paul. We know this. Jake Paul has been super vocal against the UFC, and you're just giving him a platform, a spotlight to talk about everything wrong with the UFC. It makes more sense. Logan is a much more company-friendly guy. But of course, this is all a big if because the UFC has to agree. There is no word on if the UFC is agreeing, but on the table to me sounds like there's at least consideration. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys want to see this fight? Merry Christmas Eve, guys. You guys are the best fan base to MMA. I appreciate all of you. New video tomorrow. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share, and I'll see you guys in the next one.